Ladies and G's, welcome back to the Moray Moments channel. Cheers.
Hello guys, cheers.
Oh, that sounded nice.
Yes.
So today we ordered some food, we're pretty hungry, and we decided to make a, how do you call it?
Life update mukbang.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So we're gonna eat and we're gonna talk about our life. And today is a very special day to do that because today is our 6th anniversary, which is pretty cool. And we figured it might be cool to start this like tradition on our anniversary and do a little life update every year.
Yeah.
And since we started our YouTube channel, we're gonna do that, and this is our first one. So let's start with a new tradition.
Exactly, yeah. Because it's the first one, we're gonna do a quick recap of the last 6 years, and then we're gonna start with right now and also the future plans. So today is the 2nd February of 2025.
Wow.
And yeah, today's our 6th anniversary. And
Yeah,
I'm 22 years old.
I'm 25 years old.
We have some notes here so we don't forget anything, so we
Yeah.
cover everything because it's our first time, okay?
So we're currently in our flat. We lived in for 2 years now.
In Austria,
In Austria,
by
yeah.
the way.
It's important.
Yeah.
And yeah, how do we celebrate this year? Actually, I've been sick for the last week, like kind of sick. Didn't feel pretty good. We initially wanted to go on a spa date, weekend kind of thing, getaway, or just a day spa date or something like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, we decided to make it slow this year and just chill at home. And we went for a walk and took our camera with us just for fun. Like, we had a fun day, and now we're gonna make a home date, and we ordered sushi, like I said.
Oh yeah, we ordered some
Maybe we
sushi.
should,
Let's pack it out.
yeah.
We got some spring rolls here.
Yeah. It's
Maki.
crazy because the sushi place we used to order back in the days,
Ooh.
they have pretty bad reviews,
Yeah.
and now we tried a new place.
Oh, look at them!
And
18 pieces of
Nice.
capo maki.
for everyone wondering, we're vegetarians. Wow, they brought the edamame in a cup. I love that.
I thought we got some fish, but it's paprika.
Is it really?
Yeah, it's really.
Oh, that looks so like.
Look, it's
Salmon.
for sure it's paprika.
sure?
Yeah,
Okay.
100%.
Well, always say that. I love that they come in like these boxes. That's crazy. I've never seen that before.
God damn it! You think we love sushi? Yes, we do. Oh
Yeah,
yes, we do.
we were craving like sushi big time for the last weeks.
Oh,
actually.
they even bought some sauces. I
And
thought we
you-
wouldn't get any.
And just for the record, we usually don't order food. Like, we try to cook as many meals as we can at home and
Yeah,
don't
100%.
order food or get
I think it's
takeaway.
the first time ordering for like half a year or something.
Yeah, so it's
this is
big for
really a
us.
treat because it's anniversary. It's like a celebration.
That's cool.
And so yeah, that's our food. And
Wow.
I would say let's start, right? So
Yeah.
we like I already mentioned, we're gonna start with a quick recap of the last 6 years because this is the first update video we're doing.
Yeah.
So
The first
let me
question.
just start, okay? When did we even meet?
Or how did we even meet? It was back in 2017 actually.
Yeah.
And we met in school. We went to the same school. My part was like an art school, and yours was like a construction engineer kind of school.
Yeah.
And we shared the same school canteen, where you can chill in the breaks and get your food and stuff. And there was me and a few of my classmates sitting on the table and like enjoying our lunch break. I think we were studying for something. And then suddenly a guy came up to us, which was Reyes in this case, and he asked if he could sit with us because his friends kind of pranked him.
I ordered it to eat in the
Yeah.
cafeteria and they ordered it to go. And then I thought like, oh, these motherfuckers.
Yeah.
As if I'm gonna eat alone now, I'm gonna show them. And then I saw this table with 3 girls and I decided, okay, let's go to them and just ask if I can sit down there.
And the funniest thing is, we have like an age gap of 3 years.
And it was kind of a funny moment.
Yeah, I don't
but,
know. It was just random. You sitting with like the 4th graders.
So fast forward 1.5 years, nothing happened. We knew each other. We like greeted each other at school and stuff. but not really anything going on or something. And then 1.5 years later, we wanted to like go out, go for a party with a few friends, and all of our friends like canceled, and so only us two were left.
Yeah.
And then we decided to just still go party, but we didn't go out that night, but we still had an amazing few hours together.
Yeah, I remember you lived in a pretty cool house back then with a pretty cool bar included into the house, and this is where we had a really good time.
Absolutely.
Getting to know each other like for the first time, this was the first time really talking to each other.
Yeah, so this was knowing each other for 1.5 years, and this was actually on the 2nd February of 2019. Exactly, yeah. So we technically we weren't a couple in this very moment, but looking back, this was the moment everything started. So we decided to make this our like anniversary day.
Yeah, it just
like
makes more sense.
Absolutely. Because looking back, this was the day where like the relationship started. But in this very moment, we didn't know it yet.
And what did we do during that time? We kind of got to know each other.
Yeah, we both went to school, and like in the breaks, we always met up and stuff, and we partied a lot. So we went out for a few drinks with friends, dancing, everything like that.
Like every weekend looked like partying, meeting up with friends. It was crazy.
And at the beginning we had a lot of ups and downs, not because of each other, but because of our families. I had a lot going on, she had a lot going on, and so we like immediately bonded really strong and helped each other getting through that. And
it was kind of a testing of life, like how we are coping in harder situations together. And but we did pretty good, and I think that's why we have such a good relationship ever since, because we get tested pretty early, and now if something happens, we're ready.
It can't get worse than that. And you graduated in this very year in 2019.
Wow, I was learning hardcore back then.
Yeah, absolutely.
That was crazy. Like on top of that, the whole things happening and the whole stress, and then I was learning as well, and
and then
but I made it.
And then the second year in 2020, like probably all of you know, COVID started.
And you moved into another flat with your mom.
I moved into a new flat.
Whole other story.
And in March, 16th of March 2020, we just looked it up, the first lockdown in Austria happened.
The big C word no one is saying online.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And we didn't see each other. So this was, at this moment we were already together for 1 year. And then it was pretty hard because we couldn't see each other, because your grandma
is pretty old.
Is pretty old, and we didn't want to like...
You know, everyone back then was saying like, you're like the high risk group of people, and the elderly must be protected. I don't know how it was in your country where you live in, but in ours it was like that. And that's why we sensed that it's probably best, because I lived with my grandma back then, and it's probably best if we stay in our apartments, and if we don't meet up and don't risk anything, according to my grandma. So that's just why we haven't seen each other. I think it was almost like 5 weeks, 6 weeks or something. It was crazy. The whole time was like, it's kind of messed up in my head, because I don't really remember the crazy, like the timestamps of the whole lockdown situation. So
the next thing we did was COVID was like on and off. Sometimes there was lockdown, sometimes not. You never knew what was going on. And
you had like homeschooling.
Yeah, exactly.
And fortunately I've always worked in a remote job. Like the lockdown work wasn't anything new for me, like for others. I always worked from home, so that's why you did school and I was working next to you on the same office desk, and I don't know, crazy time. And
so she moved in with us, and so with my mom and me, and then we had to move. We knew we had to move out of the flat.
Yeah.
So my mom moved out first, and then we had the time. We had a phase where we just lived in the same flat together with no one else, or almost no one else. This was like a like a test time if we could even live together and like do everything together.
Yeah.
And this
Which we already like got tested during the lockdowns, because we spent like after the time I was only with my grandma, we kind of spent the days on and off, just the two of us. How it was back then. So yeah, I think we got tested pretty good on that.
Absolutely,
Yeah, and then your mom moved out. We lived in that flat that was during the year 2021.
And then, like I already said, we had to move out of that flat. And then was the question, okay, will I move in together with my mom again? And at this point you wanted to have your own flat as well, because you were working already, and
I wanted to move out from
Yeah.
from my home, from my parents' home.
And yeah, then we decided, let's just move in together.
Yeah.
So I was still in school and we just moved in together. We just did it. And the last year,
Which was crazy to think about. So you moved out
with
when
18
when you were 18.
or 19, yeah.
Yeah, which is not that usual in our country. Like during school, it's not that usual that you move out.
I was the only one
From
in
your
my
parents'
whole
home.
class that didn't live with his parents. So
Yeah,
this was crazy.
wild.
But yeah, it worked out pretty good because we already had this like preparation time, getting to know each other, how we work, what we like, what we don't like, how to like live with each other.
Like we didn't have much, but we had us and we had a good time.
Exactly, yeah. Yeah, and in 2022 I also graduated school. Then in Austria you have to do a
Finally.
civil service. That's what I did next, or you go to the military, but I did civil service for 9 months, and then a huge opportunity came up. My mom asked me if like a friend from a friend of her lives in Mexico and she needs someone to watch her house and dogs. And this was our excuse to go to Mexico for 6 months.
Oh, so cool. So Res graduated in 2022, and then in 2023 this opportunity for going to Mexico came up.
Yeah. And in
this was
September
like
of 2023 we flew to Mexico.
It was like probably the coolest thing we ever did together,
Yeah.
and the thing which had the most impact
Yeah, this
on our
was
life.
the
on our
first
life.
time being free for me after school, after civil service, and then 6
It was
months
just a
in Mexico.
perfect time because
Absolutely.
I quit my job back then, so I was kind of free. I was on the hunt of getting self-employed, and yeah, so there was no better timing for that, and I think it was just meant to be that it was after you finished everything you had to do, both of us free, and we just thought, why not? Okay. And then we got to Mexico, and this was just amazing.
So, because this is an anniversary video, we're gonna tell you, of course, what we did for our anniversary in 2023.
This was so cool.
And we did a hot
Love
air
it.
balloon ride over a Maya ruin, which was absolutely
In
amazing.
Mexico City, actually.
In Mexico City, yeah. That was amazing. And
It's crazy talking about it right now,
Yeah,
because
absolutely.
it was like it was 1 freaking year ago.
yeah, so 1 year ago we came back.
So crazy.
Already, it's now 1 year since we came back. And in this year, so from the 5th anniversary to now, also a lot has happened, but yeah, we didn't travel a lot. Actually, we like organized our life and we come up with a plan what we're gonna do in the next few years with our life, because that travel like really opened our eyes in like perspective of what we want to do with it and how we're gonna live.
Yeah, how like we saw so many different aspects of how you can live your life, which is crazy, because here in Austria, like everyone has kind of the same timeline in their life. Like you graduate, and then you, I don't know, are in your own flat, and then you make a lot of money, and then in the future you're gonna have kids and blah blah blah. But there's so much more to explore and so much more to do. And yeah, and that's how we came up with probably the best idea we had yet, which is starting just a YouTube channel.
Yeah. Just starting, because you're never bad off having a YouTube channel.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's absolutely fun for us. We love recording videos, we love creating videos, we love sharing it with you guys.
Yeah.
And yeah, what else is going on right now?
Yeah,
So now you kind of know what's going on, what happened in the past. And yeah, we're
right now. So in the meantime, actually we started with a podcast first. We did a podcast on Spotify, it's still up there. where we talk about our experiences during our 6 months travel during through Mexico. And yeah, since we're back from traveling, a lot of change has happened with us, with our mindset, with our spiritual mindset, with our
absolutely,
like basically everything. And this life improvement era we're in right now. We actually did Sober October in
this was a huge shifting
and it's crazy.
point.
We stopped drinking in October 2024 and
still going strong.
Like 4 months sober, which is super cool and super crazy. We know how it is.
Drink pretty regularly, you know, once a week, twice a week, 3 times
especially
per week,
during
1
summer.
beer a day, you know, like casual drinking. And now when we stopped drinking, we noticed that we have way more energy and we like really want to do something. Also, the soberness is the reason why we even started this YouTube journey.
It's crazy. Because you kind of opt for different options as hobbies, because I don't know, it just gave us like a more open mindset of how life could be, or that you have much more free time and much more energy.
Absolutely.
When you look after yourself. And then of course we started to do more sports, included into our routine. And
one more thing I want to say is, after coming back from Mexico, of course, started to look for a job. And right now it was absolutely crazy, because when I was like in my education, this whole building construction thing was booming and everyone was getting a job very easily. And then because of COVID, it like went back pretty heavily. I had to like apply a few times to get a job, and now I'm in a job. So current situation is I'm working in the Habitat Mitterdorf with Ari Griffner, and it's going well. I'm selling the land there to people who want to buy it, and just being in the office, doing accounting work, and
selling houses,
selling land.
I don't
that's
know the
my
English,
current job right now.
I don't know the English name for that job right now, but
same. But I think you know what I mean.
Yeah, it's pretty self-explanatory.
And 20 hours a week, so that's my current job. That's how we can afford like the flat and everything. And
I'm self-employed, so
exactly.
I work as a graphic designer. First time full self-employed, which is crazy. I always wanted to do that, or this was always the plan. And since coming back from Mexico, I dived right into it, and here I am. This is how we make money to afford life right now.
Oh, one more thing. I also started adding 1 push-up every day challenge.
Oh, that's fun.
This video is gonna come in like probably a year. I'm adding 1 push-up every day. Today I'm at 43 push-ups, and still going strong. I'm excited to see how this goes. And so what's our plan for the future? One more thing. I'm now a vegetarian. Since we went to Mexico, I stopped eating meat completely.
That's also a big one.
Yeah, absolutely. Because
best decision ever, right?
Yeah, in the past I ate like really casual meat eater, like probably 90% of Austrians. And then in Mexico, because of health reasons, and just I made the decision to not eat the meat there. And since then I never started again. So that's basically the reason, and I pretty like it. We have to, that's one thing we really have to watch out about our protein, but I think we're doing pretty good with lentils and
maybe I should
stuff
mention
like that.
This as well, because I've been a vegetarian since I was like 12 years old, so 13 years from now I've been a vegetarian, right? I never really looked into eating a protein-rich diet, and since Rez is in the game as well, you are very into the protein-rich and how you can optimize a vegetarian diet and how you get your energy. And I never did that, and ever since I started implementing this into my life, it's crazy. This is like the biggest difference ever. I've energy I've never had before. I've the healthiest hair, the healthiest skin I ever had. And but maybe we could do an update video on that one as well someday. So. And
in a relationship kind of perspective, for me it was never hard to be like in a relationship with a vegetarian when I ate meat, because when I was younger, my mom also was a vegetarian, and so I never was like, okay, I have to eat my meat, otherwise
Yeah.
it's not enough or something
So
like that. So it was always like very uncomplicated.
yeah, and we basically never cooked meat at home.
Yeah, I remember once in this flat, I
Oh my gosh.
once cooked salmon, and yeah, the only first and last time. But yeah, like I said, vegetarian from now on, and yeah, still going strong. And what are the future plans now? So what are the plans for the next year, for the years after that? I'm currently like educating myself into that whole AI space because I find it's really interesting and really it's gonna be the future in my opinion. So I'm educating myself in that direction. Currently, I'm working on AI automations and also on AI chatbots.
Yeah.
So rest from the future, we'll see how this goes.
I think it's going great because this is the future and you're so passionate about it.
Absolutely.
I'm all here for it. Yeah, also we kind of are currently working on obviously this YouTube channel, getting ourselves out there, sharing our story.
We also decided that we like want to see the world and just travel and get around. And one big like point that we have to address in this situation is the flat, of course, and just owning a lot of stuff, having a flat, having a car, having just like literally a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
And so to get like kind of a little bit rid of this problem, we now started selling all of the stuff we don't really need.
And we don't have a couch anymore, like a sofa.
Yeah, we don't. We're currently sitting on the floor.
And this is one aspect of what I mentioned before, like traveling is changing you and changed our whole perspective in life. And
Absolutely. Through traveling, we just really noticed what you really need and what's just not really necessary.
it's just the society telling you.
So we like rearranged our whole flat to fit our needs now, because we don't want to sit around on an expensive couch all day, but we want to work, we want to create videos and content, and that's why we rearranged our flat.
And we built a studio which is right behind the camera
Yeah,
right now, so
which
you
is-
don't see it. But yeah, pretty exciting.
Yeah, absolutely.
How a little change of mindset could change your whole life, and how it's like getting improved day by day. It's super fun. It's like the coolest journey and the coolest hobby we have right now.
Absolutely, yeah. So the plan is to be independent, or the goal is to be independent, to get rid of all the stuff, a lot of experiences, a lot of adventures. And in a coincidence is that I'm wearing this t-shirt today that says "Say yes to new adventures."
So maybe that's a sign.
So maybe that's a sign, yeah. And this whole YouTube stuff, traveling, this is all, a new adventure that I'm and we are like really excited to go on with or start.
Sure.
Yeah.
And with this video, we're saying yes to new adventures.
Yeah.
So super cool. Yeah.
You got anything else to
I
say?
don't think. Goodbye, edamame. I think that's it, really.
Yeah, that's it.
I
We
don't
want
know.
to keep it short. I don't know how long this video is now.
It's the 7th year of our relationship, 7th year of being together, and that's just where we're at right now. And I would say like maybe a future note or a note to our future selves.
Yeah, sure. Well,
Maybe
what's a note for
we
our
hope
future
you
selves?
hope every of your dreams come true and keep
That's good.
going.
Let's go.
And don't be scared about the what ifs, because what if it's gonna work out?
And
I
I'm
think-
pretty sure, Raz from the future, I'm pretty sure you're absolutely thankful. Because I put in the hard work, I did everything. So you got everything you have right now. So keep going for the next future, Raz.
So I think that's it for this video.
Yeah,
and
that's
we
it.
will see each other in this video format in 1 year from now.
Yeah. See you next
So,
year.
See you in 2026.
On a very good year and many more to come.
Cheers. Love you.
Love you.
That was fun.
That was nice, yeah. Peace out.
Peace.